Alright, we're gonna start with the strawberries. And the strawberries are hanging in there pretty good. My lavender died. I think I mentioned that in my last video, but I've been throwing a bunch of the strawberries that either get eaten and stuff like that right down the middle, so hopefully there'll be some new ones sprouting up. There's my basil. This is some Morcini type of basil or something like that. It all went to seed, so I'm actually going to be harvesting some of these seeds here. And I also have a runner that has went completely around this pot down here. Now here's the stem. I've got a bunch of little baby strawberries attached to that, and it goes all the way around the pot and comes back around right here. You can see that. That's the tip of it. So that's the strawberry patch. I've also got some more seedlings in here that I'm growing. Now these seedlings are actually a dwarf bok choy. I had probably about 4 or 5 different kinds of fall garden seedlings that I had, and I had them right over here on the porch, and they kind of got all dried out, so I'm starting over again. So these ones right here, these are a dwarf bok choy. Now I dug up some elephant ears that I found growing next to a ditch, and elephant ears, they're edible. You can actually, the roots they're otherwise known as taro, and they really like nice wet environments, and these big leaves, they really create a nice microclimate with shade, and they pull a lot of the water up from deep in the ground. So these are really great for permaculture, the elephant ears. And I have some salad greens in here that are bolting. I think it's just like a mixed salad greens. I think it's just probably some oak leaf lettuce and something else. Got a little thing of purslane growing. One of my sorrel, a nice lemony sorrel plant. I like making salad greens from this. This big old grass that's in my way, this is my lemongrass. Great for stuffing inside of little rotisserie chickens. Something I'm really stoked about. Now this is my dwarf pomegranate bush. I've actually got 2 of them that I planted in the same container. There's one right here and one right here. Now I heard they're not supposed to fruit their first year, but this one plant actually has 4 dwarf pomegranates on it that are starting to get nice and big. Got one here, got another one back there, a little one here. There's another bigger one right there. We go. So I'm really stoked about that. Never eaten a pomegranate off the vine, so that's gonna be pretty cool. Now these are some of my sorry looking potato vines, sweet potatoes. I've been eating the heck out of these in salads and stuff, and I think the roots are kind of getting pretty big. The potatoes are getting pretty big and choking out the plant, because I mean, they're just looking pretty sad. The vines grow all the way down to here, but still. And my pepper plant, purple pepper plant, is still producing, still hanging in there pretty good. Got lots of little red peppers on there, and I actually just kind of let these guys dry out right on the vine, or right on the plant. And this is what's left of my black cherry tomato. It dried out pretty bad. It got real straggly, and yeah, I've got some replacements though. I've actually got 2 Galapagos Island tomatoes that I started from seed, and these guys just shot right up. There's one right here, and this plant is a separate species than the regular tomato varieties that you can find. The scientific name is Lycopersicum cheesemani, and it's a completely different subspecies than tomatoes, and a lot of people are using these to crossbreed and create new varieties and new traits. They're disease resistant, they're pest resistant, they grow as a bush. The clusters of tomatoes, like the flowers on here, I mean, there's tons of flowers. I haven't gotten this plant here to produce any little tomatoes yet. I don't know why. I don't know if it's pollinators. I mean, I don't have a lot of bees up here, but my other tomatoes pollinated pretty good and produced good, but the other one's just got one tiny little tomato growing on it. So that's the Galapagos Island tomato. Very interesting, very cool plant to grow. The tomatoes are really small and like little fuzzy little yellow little things. So great if you're wanting to grow wild tomatoes without having to trellis them or put a lot of work into it. My stevia is getting pretty big. As you can see, this is the stevia right here, And I think these are little flower heads that are starting to come in. I don't know if you can see that, but very cool plant. And I got my radish right down here. I thinned them out. I only left probably about maybe 3 or 4 radish plants in this one. I used to have my sweet pepper in there, if you guys have been following my videos. And I also have some yard-long Asian beans. Now this is a bean pod right here. This whole pod is one bean. It starts right back here, this little nub, and this thing's supposed to get 3 feet long. That's crazy. I've also got another one hanging over the edge. That's a bean hanging over the edge of my my porch right there, down in my neighbor. So this is arugula. I've got a nice big full arugula plant, and I've also got some wild arugula that I planted along the sides, wild rocket arugula. So apparently the wild variety is more spicier and it's got more flavor than the regular leafy variety. So I love this. If you guys have never had arugula right fresh from the garden, you got to try it. A little bit of a start. This right here is a cauliflower plant. This is one of my broccolis. I started all these from seed, and the broccoli just shot up. I've also got some mung beans I planted in here, and this used to be my purple potato container, but the potatoes all rotted out, so I made best use of that dirt and put some stuff that would fill that space very quickly. There's another sorrel plant. Here's some of my wild harvested purslane. I have 5 containers of purslane here. I've got 4 over there, 1 here, and as far as I can see, I think I have a couple different varieties. This right here is one variety that I kind of noticed has nice big fat leaves that I dug up in the sidewalk. A couple of these they were close by, and they've filled in pretty nice. I did that probably about 2-3 weeks ago. And this is another variety, I think, of purslane this grows real low to the ground. It has big leaves. This is more of a tall, bushy looking purslane. So I'm really interested to get to grow this out. I'm gonna actually just grow this right through the winter, bring it inside or do something. I don't want to lose it. But while we're over here, I've got some more little cauliflower that I started. Some radish. Now I use the radish for cutting come again lettuce. They're great for that. You just cut the leaves off. You can cut the whole thing off and just leave the nub, and they'll keep growing back. And I've also got some Swiss chard growing in here. Some purple cabbage. Some turnips. Yellow pear tomato. That is pretty straggly looking, but I've got some tomatoes on it. And oh, I passed this up. Here is the ryegrass that I planted, and it's growing pretty good in there. Now this here, oh god, salad burnet. This is called salad burnet. A lot of ancient history with that. Benjamin Franklin actually grew that stuff in Virginia. And this is how my sage is looking. I have some more brassicas, some nice big old things of green sprouting broccoli over here. I also, this little purple thing is some lettuce that I have growing down here. Can I mix it in? Some arugula. This is the leafy green arugula. This isn't the wild rocket. Also have some more broccoli. There's these little white flies everywhere, but I'm not going to worry about them. I don't plan on eating all this just yet. Some more purple cabbage. Here is my other Galapagos Island tomato plant, and really bushy, and there's a little tiny itsy-bitsy there. There's a little tomato. Oh, 8 minutes. I gotta keep rolling. Gotta be quick. Only got a couple minutes left. My basil, and my container with raspberries, the scarlet runner beans, the rye. Right next to that, I've got some mung beans, lab beans, what's left over of my corn stalks, and I have some nice beans running up the vines, running up the bamboo I put in. They were actually pulling my stalks over, so I need to put more support in there. And there is my amaranth plant, Japanese red sweet potato. There is my garden back there with a little bit of everything. Got red cabbage, cauliflower, there's broccoli right here. Alright, I don't know where I left off, but there's the broccoli, the clover, the cabbage, basil. I got some sweet potato vine hanging down here, and some of the mung beans, and there's kale. There's even onions growing in here. I have some carrots right here, different kinds of varieties of lettuce. There's even some more mung beans over here. I got just a real cornucopia of stuff growing in there, all different kinds growing all together. And I'll step back a little bit more, and I've got some more purslane here, and we really enjoy eating these flowers on here. The baby even likes eating them too. Got some lamb's quarters, baby lamb's quarters started from seed. Also got another lamb's quarters. Some sweet potato I got growing in a glass. And this is my society garlic and the sweet potato. So I got sweet potato growing in here too. And I really need to get in here and I think be done with the sweet potatoes for this year and maybe start putting some broccoli and some leafy greens or spinach or something really good in there for the cooler weathers that we're having. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I've got some of my broccoli right here. This is the early fall rapini broccoli. And what I did is I took a lot of the stuff that was that bolted. I ate that, pulled that out, and I also have some little things of purple lettuce growing down here. Forgot the variety. And some more onions and some kale. My kale plant. Oh, wow! So many little white flies. And I think that's pretty much about it. I did crack this container though, so I was trying to step on it to get around and move around, and I basically broke the whole side of that off. But it's okay. I think it'll do. The thing's probably like 3 years old anyway. So that's pretty much about it. That's my little porch garden, container garden. So hope you guys enjoyed it. A lot of the stuff I did plant, a lot of the stuff I got rid of, moved around. If there's anything you guys were wondering about, even my garlic. I've got some garlic growing in the corn container right over here too. I know some people were wondering about. And it's actually right back there, and actually the turnips are growing really great in here. The ones I planted as a cover crop, even way back here, they're really growing really nice. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching.